morning, Mathletes and Film Majors. Today is Monday, August 27th, 2012, and today it is really, really hot in my room because I live on the 9th floor of a building on top of a mountain with no AC. So last we heard I was moving in on Friday, which happened. It was pretty easy. Unpacked as much as I could. Went back to Troy for the weekend. We celebrated my dad's birthday.
Happy birthday, dear mister. Happy birthday to you.
And then spent a couple of days in Troy just hanging out. And then yesterday my parents left Troy to go back to Virginia and I left Troy to come back here. So now I've moved in most of my stuff. It's pretty much organized and maybe a little more tweaking needs to be happening. Do you guys want a tour? So that right there is my desk where I do things. It's kind of nooked in between the two dressers. I've got organization on the walls. I've got pictures of things that I've done and places I've been to. I've got a printer. I've got things here on my shelves. I've got HBO Go, which is wonderful. Here's my bed, which is pretty comfortable, but still really hot. Thank goodness for that fan there. This is my Maggie Walker blanket that I got from Maggie Walker. Bobby, because I couldn't call him Robert. Jelly. And Montresor, and that's a Hogwarts pillow. You can be jealous. Underneath of this is a quilt that my mom made me out of all of my old field hockey t-shirts, which is really comfy when it's cold, but it's also really heavy now, so. This is my alarm to get me up in the morning, which is nice, but it also says 7:30, which is not nice. Here are my fuzzy slippers for getting around when I want to leave the room. They move when you walk in them. It looks like something breathing. And I have a hamper, some drawers, some more drawers, and then some bins and a thing to get up on my bed because my bed's on risers. It's like 5 inches too high for me to just comfortably jump. Today being Monday, I only have one class and it is at 3:30 on the Mount Carmel campus. Do you guys want to go see it? So this is the Mount Carmel campus. Right there is the Linder School of Business and the McMahon Center for Communications, and behind that is the Sleeping Giant State Park and Sleeping Giant. That is our clock tower, part of our library. It's very, very scenic. You'll see it on everything that shows Quinnipiac because Quinnipiac likes to look pretty. Here's the law library, another one of our pretty features, but not to be outdone by pretty things. We have our student center where we have our school store, our cafeteria, our coffee shops, what have you. And this is the new addition to it, which is not yet open, but it's going to be very pretty, we think, we hope. Looks like it's got a place for a chimney and a fireplace. I suppose we'd go with that, so that'd be cool. So today I had class in Eklund 101 where I was taking FVI, which is Film, Video, Interactive Media, 494, which is the senior colloquy class, which is where we are getting ready to start creating our senior project, which will actually happen next semester. We can either do a documentary, we can do a narrative treatment, or we can do a screenplay. I've decided to do a screenplay, which means I'm doing a complete treatment for a screenplay, the entire feature-length film. I have asked to be a little bit of an exception, where I might do a TV pilot instead of doing feature-length film. I will still be doing a 1.5 to 2 hour piece so that it falls within like regular movie time, but I'm doing it for television, which gives me a lot more freedom to have more characters and the ability to expand outwards from just the 2-hour thing. I don't need to contain my story just there, I just need to get the idea and get the audience, which is so much fun, I think, because it gives you a lot more space to tell the story. Instead of it being in a 2-hour piece, you can have it over a 23-hour season, which is cool. Kind of nerve-wracking because you get to do that entirely by yourself if you're writing a screenplay, whereas if you're doing the documentary or if you're doing the narrative, which is only 15 minutes, then my parents are FaceTiming me. I have to get back to you. So that was a nice conversation with my parents, but the rest of my video is going to be completely off because now I have to tell you a story that they've just told me. So apparently my parents were driving back from Troy yesterday, as we saw already, and they had to switch in Jersey on the Jersey Turnpike for whatever reason, and they decided not to stop the vehicle while doing this. So what they did was they put the driver's seat all the way down so it was flat, put the cruise control on, and then switched drivers while the car was in motion. My parents could have died, and they're telling me this on FaceTime, like, they're so proud of it. They're so proud of themselves, and here I am, like, this one time I was speeding, and I felt like a daredevil. I guess, Susan, you can attest to the fact that this might explain where some of my driving habits come from. So that's it for me today, because now I'm just flabbergasted at my parents' audacity in their vehicle. I have nothing further to say. I've completely lost my train of thought. Parents, this should teach you to FaceTime me while I'm in the middle of making this, because now I get to talk about you guys. For the film majors, I'm Caitlin. For the Mathlete, Susan will be here on Wednesday, and for everybody else, thanks for chilling out with us today, and we will see you next time. See ya!